YouTube going live crazy at the moment, just because it's so much easier to edit and get questions and stuff from you guys. So trying to give lots of tips to Paul when I can about booming and positioning, and one of them that I thought I would share with you is just how to take into account both perspective and noise. So we actually have a dog kennel, like it's fairly far away. Thankfully the trees do block out most of it, but still comes into play every now and again when they go out to feed. And whereas over there we've got a bit of motorway traffic, so I try and keep this quieter. And we've got motorway traffic in the distance over there, but that's not too bad because we're actually in a war zone, so there's going to be an underlay, which is of Atmos, which is going to be quite useful. But then that means that you've got to keep this in mind with when you're booming. So a lot of the stuff, I'm running the Super CMIT in here, which is really useful because it's got digital processing in it. Fun fact as well is that it's not actually that great when it's super windy, because the digital processing doesn't quite know whether to get rid of it or keep it in, and so it goes a bit kind of all over the place. Kind of finding the wireless options as well, some of them with the inbuilt noise, kind of noise reduction, it's going a bit funky on the wind in the background. So yeah, just kind of random notes and considerations. So generally we're always kind of booming at a certain angle, kind of like this, and that's to kind of get rid of the kennels. And so this includes that even if I have a shot of this Jeep and then we go over here, the whole point is that the boom keeps facing a very similar perspective all the time. And what that allows me to do is when I'm mixing, firstly, it doesn't completely change the background noise, like in and out, which is like super annoying and obviously impossible to mix with. And secondly, it gives us a consistent perspective with camera still, because of the angle of where we are, we're still trying to stay as if we're over the top of camera to give us that perspective of whatever the camera's actually seeing, as if you were actually there in the scene. So yeah, just kind of wanted to share those notes, and if you guys have got any questions, then let me know. Sound speed. Assume you record both processed and unprocessed audio. How do you manage this when going wireless, or do you use stereo transmitter or dual transmitter? Well, funnily enough, that isn't a problem, because the Super CMIT, I would have to have a converter, a separate kind of powering unit for it to make it actually work. It won't work straight from phantom power. It needs AES42, which is the phantom power version of a digital audio signal. So yeah, it's basically on wireless we're using the 8060, and we're using whatever it's called, MK41, and otherwise we are going cabled. And because we only had 40 minutes for lunch today, because everyone's really far behind, that's what they look like. Also, fun fact is just doubling up rain covers as dust covers for when you go for lunch. Super useful. Any other questions from you guys? Just let me know. Otherwise, I'll cut this to another kind of shorter live stream video. But as I kind of think of topics, I'm just going to go live, just kind of rant about it, and then see what you guys think. Don't want to get this too dirty either. And sorry again about the wind. I need to get some Rycott stickies over my phone. I reckon that'll probably do the job. Very successful earlier. If you saw the video about the DIY comms, that went very, very well, and even recorded some of it because it was jokes. So hit that like button, and I guess because there's no more questions, I will see you guys later. So let me leave you with leaving comments down below, and then I'll get back to you in the next live session. All right, see ya.